Lenny's Shoe and Apparel Worn-Out Workpants Competition. A poem and a mostly true story. Pants had been born as fleece-lined, insulated, double-knee quilted Carhartts. Khaki brown on the outside and crimson on the in, cross-stitched so they wouldn't rip. Workwear for a working man. Twin hammer loops, reinforced pockets, and a side zip to the hip. The pride of every Northwoods carpenter / lumberjack / tractor driving, trailer hauling, cow pushing, gravel grading, dirt moving, do it yourself. By golly, buck up and hug it. It's not that cold out. I'm no pansy, I'm a working stiff. Born with a steaming Stanley thermos in one hand and a 30-ounce S-Twing in the other, you could outfit Amundsen's expedition to the North Pole with the contents of the pockets. Still have room for Santa, his reindeer, and all the gifts. Heck, you could hang contents of an entire Ace Hardware from the various clips, loops, and doodads that had been bolted, waxed, and double-stitched. They were tougher than the hide of a Sasquatch. Stiffer than the ridged beam of the Chrysler Building. This conglomeration of canvas and rivets had not been merely sewn, but forged in the greaseball mecca of Detroit, alongside the carcasses and guts of the greatest trucks ever built. They were thicker than the plate steel on the USS Columbia, stronger than the front blade of a D9 cat crawling across the Alaskan tundra. These trousers of the apocalypse were not meant to last a human lifespan. They were built to endure millennia, epochs, the whole of human existence, then be disintegrated in the great conflagration, raptured as the sun metastasized into a red giant, and all of existence was snuffed out like a bug on the windshield of a Mack truck. All of human existence was the plan, or in the case of my father and a few other hard-working men, about 365 days. So we parade into Lenny's Shoe and Apparel, home of the money-back guarantee and the annual Workpants trade-in jamboree, like we're pallbearers for the Pope. The other entries, they parted and swooned, for it was immediately clear they had no semblance of hope. The remnants were placed upon the register stand as the clerk looks to the heavens and prays. What grueling trials have these britches endured in the last 365 days? The fragments were folded like a flag repatriated from Normandy. Holes the size of cannonballs had been blasted into both the reinforced knees. The insulated innards bled out like the guts of a cow hit direct by a big old bazooka. The last of the belt loops hung on with a prayer and a mournful hallelujah. The ankles clinked and rattled like the cart of a wandering medieval tinker, the last vestiges of pockets having given up the ghost and collapsing inward with a whimper. Picture a grizzly bear mauling or shark sneak attack. Punctures in every surface. Tattered threads showed where patches had been glued, screwed, and removed, unceremoniously retired from service. Pockmarked and splattered, decrepit and haggard, the cuffs had been blackened and torched. They smelled like a feedlot, the inside of an engine, or the business end of a forge. Diesel and mud, gear oil and blood, thinner and WD-40. Red Garden paint and PB&J made an alchemist's laboratory. A cratered moonscape of electrical tape and stains that would never wash out. The pride of Hamilton Carhart had been worked beyond death, taken to hell and dragged back out. The ceremony commenced as each pair of pants was examined and proudly displayed. The crowd oohed and awed as they beheld my father's Carhart's tattered remains. For the 5th consecutive year, the decision was abundantly clear, and a new pair given in trade. We'll bury them with respect, they mournfully said. We'll see you again, 365 days. Yeah, my pants had been born as fleece-lined, insulated, double-knee quilted Carhartts. 32 long, 32 waist, khaki brown on the outside and crimson on the in, cross-stitched so they wouldn't rip. That one's a doozy. That was Lenny's Shoe and Apparel Worn-Out Workpants Competition. And I feel like a bit of a weirdo standing in my woodshed talking to my phone, reading poetry to a picture of my face. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.